Hi everyone, welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. I'm MaryAnne. Thank you so much for being here today. Welcome to your Sun Sign Love Connection readings. I'm really excited. I feel really good inside. It's a beautiful weekend pending Valentine's Day to have the moon in Pisces today as well as yesterday, and the trining of Neptune in Pisces, which is, you know, that's about love. It's about giving. It's about caring and just enveloping that emotional part of us that's so powerful and so beautiful and so important, so healing, all those wonderful things and attributes that love can do. And that's where we're being kind of guided, and, you know, regardless of Valentine's Day. And if you're saying, well, I don't really have a relationship right now, MaryAnne, do something for you, you know, make it your relationship. Or someone else, you know, because like I said, these readings are love connections, but they're not just about romance, you know, they're about those people that just we care so greatly for, and we want to be interacting with and connecting with on some level, right? So it's beautiful. And today's featured sign, as we do mid-month readings now, we finished the beginning of the month already. It's February 13th, 2021, and it's Aries. Well, we start with Aries and end with Pisces, and love Aries, love your fiery, ambitious, you know, nature, love your passion, love your generosity of heart. You know, when an Aries puts their mind to something, as a cardinal sign who initiates things, the first sign of the zodiac, you know, first season is who they represent as a cardinal. They represent and bring in spring after a kind of barren and kind of quiet, slowed down energy of winter. It's fired up, it's let's get it going, perfectly beautiful with these amazing, 6 planets in Aquarius now of forward thinking, making things happen, imagining it, creating it, allowing it, you know, and bringing forth the ability to speak and communicate and to intellectually, you know, persevere things and grow and learn and study. All of those wonderful elements are happening at the same time. And when it comes to Aries, you know, besides the cardinal aspects, they are ruled by Mars. So there's that passion. It's unmistakable. And when they want something, they want the best. Okay? They don't want second best. They go for the best. Now, they're not normally always, you know, anxious to commit a lot of times, I'll be honest. Maybe in their youthful years, but even then, it's like they love that freedom, you know, and they like to explore and, you know, and check out the world. But when they do commit, that's it, you know, and Cupid's arrow hits an Aries, they're in it. They are in it for everything they could possibly get out of it, and they will share and be incredibly kind and caring, and, you know, they have such confidence that they just want to do and be and help. And I don't know, I'm sure I've mentioned many times, my dad was an Aries. He was a more quiet Aries, because there are a few of them out there, but I know it had to do with his upbringing and his you know, just the nurturing part of it. My grandparents were more quiet. They were Hispanic, and they were just, you know, I don't know, just so loving and beautiful. But my dad never ever, you know, held back, no holds barred. He made sure all of his children were provided for. He was just one of the kindest men on this earth. And when he left, you know, he did take a piece of my heart. But I'm with him every day. We speak all the time. So there's a lot of love I have for him as well. And so Aries, I hope it's an amazing reading for you today and for your highlighted. So let's pick that right now. Now, for those that are new, I do read for 2 sun signs every single day. And the featured one I know, because I like to keep an order of some sort. And then you'll know when your sign comes up. And then also I pick a impromptu with the help of spirit, of course, in all of my readings. The highlighted for the day, and I'm sorry, it goes in the middle of my astrology reel sometimes. There you go. It's Libra. Okay, we haven't done that in a while. Last time was definitely at the beginning of the month was Virgo, And then before that, I think it was Pisces, and then Libra before that. So, but I love this. This is the polar opposite. This is the ones that just like, you understand each other, and yet you're very different, which is why you are very attracted to each other. You know how that opposites attract kind of thing. Libra, you are the balancing, you are the air. You are very in tune right now with what's happening. It's a complementary energy for you, so that's going to make you feel better with a lot of the planets in Aquarius that will be through the remainder of the year, and many years to come will be air signs. We're in the Mercury retrograde of Aquarius, so you know the next retrograde, and there will be 3 this year, will be Gemini, and then it will be Libra. Libra and Mars energy, you know, the Venus and the Mars, you know, it's like the love and the beauty and the aesthetically wanting things nice and luxurious and, you know, giving of the heart, creativity, all of those things mesh really, really well with the vibrant, fiery, you know, let's make things happen, let's see the world, let's see the adventures that are out there for us of Aries. You know, you really, really intertwine and synergetically just are very, very really well together. You work really well together, and there's an excitement. There's never a dull moment that I can think of that I've seen and experienced with the Aries and Libra. You know, there's conversations, there's debates, and there's just a real beautiful, harmonious in a lot of ways kind of love that happens with these two. And Libra, of course, loves relationships. I mean, that's their main thing, and they're going to work as hard as they can to understand, you know, other people's point of view. They're the mind, right? They're the masculine, as is Mars and Aries, so there's that affinity there. And you're both cardinal signs, so, you know, Libra initiates the fall season, so there's that affinity there as well. But I'm telling you, I see this all the time, and it's a really beautiful one. And you need to and do, generally through the time of this relationship, you know, you compromise, of course. You recognize the different energy levels, and that works as well. It's a kind of tit for tat, but it's also just this real awakening within yourself and relationship-wise to, you know, just to work with the diversities of the energies that come here, because it's so alluring, and it can be so satisfying and you know, worthwhile. I guess the only other thing I can say is that yeah, I feel like this year in general, both the fire signs and the air in particular, with predominance of air planets, are going to have a little easier. Not that there won't be challenges, of course, but it's going to make things a little bit easier. It'll be more in your corner, so to say. And that's how it works in the life. You know, you got the years that are, you know, predominantly Earth, like we've had for so many years, and you work with them, and they're great in their own way, but sometimes it's just a little bit easier for various reasons, astrology-wise, and it is going to be that way for both Aries and Libra. And I feel really strongly about there being some really new revelations, which is happening for a lot of us. But this is going to be a new level of your relationship. It's going to be a new invitation or some kind of opportunity that's coming through that's going to really change your world. And it's going to be a positive one that you've probably been waiting for, and then boom, here it is, right? As though it were just like sent from above. And that's what you get when you have the Uranus-ruled Aquarian energy, where it's quick changes, surprises, amazing, sometimes, you know, take us back, but all for our betterment. And that's what I'm really feeling. Let's see what the messages have to say for you today, though. And after I've read this highlighted connection messages with the 3 major categories, I then go on to the Oracle divination messages for every single Aries and every single one of their connections. Okay, so everybody gets hopefully some real understanding and resonance, and something that just connects really well with you today with this reading. And that is my intention. I send you great love and just you know, that healing energy seen you whole and complete. That's the best way to view everything, you know, when there are any kind of issues or concerns or health or whatever it is, just see it in whole and complete vibrational energy, and that's how things actually become that way. That's how they do heal. Your first overall energy, which I call the catalyst and the, you know, basically what's brought you to this reading today, is, let me set this right here. I haven't seen this one yet. This is still new to me in a way. This is the Stars Spinner Tarot. I brought it out, gosh, I brought it out at the beginning of, I brought it out at the beginning of February. Forgive me. Mercury retrograde still very much in effect. I apologize, because I like to change the tarot every single month, and sometimes I switch it up in the middle, but I did switch off one of the oracles for you. You have the Emperor. Oh my gosh. You have you, Aries, female or male, in your power, feeling that energy. See, I definitely recognize that, and this is a gorgeous time for that for you. Things are in your favor, energies are working with you. There's not that challenging thing I mentioned before. Emperor is you. I mean, it's knowing, it's authority, it's leadership, all the things that you usually represent. I always find many Aries are in charge, they own businesses, you know, they are the ones who are showing and teaching and yeah, they're there to be the example, I guess I'm trying to say. So, wow, that's phenomenal. Very, very cool to have you obviously feeling in your energy and feeling that balance within yourself, which you can always work with this beautiful Libra. They say Libras are always striving for balance. This is true, and that they maybe have hard times making decisions. And I find that a lot of Libras are just always thinking very much about every move, you know, and all sides of the situation. Whereas an Aries will just do it and then think later, right? So there's that balance between the two of you, as highlighted, to kind of work on that too. So you wouldn't necessarily have to redo things, especially in a retrograde. But the retrograde will be over on the 20th of February. So that's just around the corner. And you know, it just has been a time to really kind of rethink little things you want to do in all areas of your life. But I love that for you. It shows so much determination and spirit and will in the relationship, in your desires of all sorts. So keep it going. That's beautiful. That's the overall energy. The second card is the possible blessings or obstacles. And you have, it's not the first time I've gotten this. This is what I'm talking about, and I'm feeling really, really excited inside right now. Ace of Pentacles. So there's a very, very prosperous opportunity coming your way. You could work together, as I said, and I feel strongly about that, even if it's just talking about it together and really, you know, picking each other's brains about the unlimited possibilities from it, and making sure that you're checking everything and the contractual aspects of it. It's a gift. It's something that's being offered to you. It definitely has to do with your money, improving maybe a second income, of course, you know, just something that's going to change your life, you know. And I mean, sometimes that's with the Uranus aspect. And I forgot to mention, Uranus is in the sign of Taurus, coupled with the energy of Aquarius, which is ruled by Uranus. It's unexpected, but Taurus, which is what Uranus will be in for another, till I think 2026, is money. Taurus represents money, and it can bring it in, it can take it out, and I think last year it showed us that. So when you have those things happening in the world, because it's always fair, whether we see it or not, it knows exactly what to do. The universe is always working in tandem with us and wanting things to be right and fair and just. And so if it was down, it's going up. And that's exactly what I'm feeling and seeing for you. And then you see this beautiful trellis. I've seen this card before a few times, and it's entering into this garden in this beautiful serenity and welcomed, you know, prosperity and security and stability and all those things. The only thing I would think about anything having to do with obstacles in the category of blessings or obstacles is maybe a little bit more of a wait. You know, the beginning is happening. This new moon that we had, yes, when was that? On the 11th? Whoo, boy, that's going to be affecting you for so long. And that was in Aquarius. Coupled, it has Venus in Aquarius. It has, you know, Saturn, Jupiter, the new moon, the sun until the 18th. Well, I can just say that there's some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful prospects coming through. And I would love you to let me know if you have not subscribed. Please do subscribe. Show me the love, as I say now. It seems appropriate for this readings. And just push the subscribe or the like or comment or anything you can do. Because I love for you to be able to comment. And when you subscribe, that's exactly how it's done. You know, there's no cost. There's no... You don't get a bunch of spam or emails or anything of that nature if you haven't. It's just, basically it's all supportive and it's free. So yeah, this is something that's really brewing, and I know in a lot of ways it's something you've probably been working towards, and sometimes you know it's going to happen. It's like when you plant those seeds and you're thinking, okay, I'm doing it, I trust, I believe, and you have that beautiful motivational, positive, childlike, you know, yes, anything can happen energy, Aries, and here it's finally being presented after maybe a struggle of last year. Not that everybody had a struggle. Beautiful. And then the final category is actually finances, so I can see that already there's something very prominent that way. Let's see what Spirit has to say for every single Aries and Libra combination in the world. Sent with love and inspiration and guidance. Oh, wow, what is this? I have not seen this, but I love the colors. I'm wondering, it looks like a 1. King of Chalices, boy. Ooh, what a gorgeous card that is. Look at that. This is an amazing deck. I love it so much, and I'm going to continue to bring it out in the future. It is the King of Chalices. It's the cups. It's our heart. It's fulfillment. You know, it's creativity to the fullest. It's Pisces, for heaven's sakes, with the Neptune and the Pisces moon. Pisces is the most creative, artistic sign. You know, their imagination is beyond our comprehension at times, and they're incredibly gifted in that way, and that's what's happening in your finances, okay? You're creating things that's going to bring you, because you have a lot to do with what happens in your life when you co-create with the universe. You have had these ideas, these, you know, intentions, and it's full speed ahead now. It is like, it's really, the king is the mature, the king is the knowing, the knowledgeable, the emperor, you know, just, it's done. And what have you created? What do you get to see now from it? And as I said, it is about finances, of course, but it's about your creations, it's about your home, your stability, your permanence. It's so incredibly beautiful. I felt good and have pretty much this whole entire week coming through prior to the new moon and certainly since. And it's all systems go. From your incredible power that's showing through with the Emperor, excuse me, to the guidance and the recognition that there's beautiful opportunity coming. If you choose to accept it, it's always your free will. And then financially, you know, you've got the King of Cups, which is just abundance. And also, you know, as I said, it is the element of water. So there's the Pisces energy that's definitely coming through for all of us. Imagination, creativity, love, vulnerability, you know, making that commitment, doing that, going that extra mile, and then, yeah, just fulfillment, just that genuine feeling of, I don't know, giving to others, you know, like I said, if you have nothing else and you're not necessarily interested in Valentine's Day or any of that in this weekend, just give for the sake of giving, which you do anyway, Aries. That is exactly who you are. So what a beautiful reading, and I truly hope you feel this like right now as you're reading or seeing this, but certainly give it some time. through the end of the month. We have a shorter month, but yeah, this is it's there. It's available to you, and it's big, and it's beautiful. And I will finish with the oracle messages now. And the oracle messages, like I said, they are strictly brought through love and intention of, inspiring you, invoking some, thoughts that you know, but maybe you'd forgotten about. It's pure, it's authentic. And this one is the Psychic Tarot for the Heart, which I love. And I've been using it quite a bit, but I'll switch up again, come March. It's by John Holland, and so I'm asking Spirit to bring forth proper and most concise information for you, Aries, in all of your relationships and connections. And you got, oh my gosh, I love being the messenger and doing what I do. It is an absolute passion and purpose for me, giving and receiving. There's that Libra initial highlighted connection where it's just give and take, reciprocity, the balance, and it just feels good. It's a win-win situation, basically, but that is pretty phenomenally beautiful. And 6 is balance anyway, and in the Tarot, the 6 is of, certainly of Pentacles, which I believe this is the red border, so that represents physical, and Pentacles, yeah, your earthly, your physical, tangible things. The 6 of Pentacles in the Tarot is of a person giving to another, or maybe that's you giving to others. The currency, that's the law of attraction. What you give, you receive, right? And it feels really big, and you are generous, Aries, so that's not even a surprise whatsoever. Keep it going, though, boy. Keep that. And receive. Make sure you're a receiver too. That's a real key component in this. Let me read to you what it says. Right there, we picked it out. Physical. And number 6. Just before that. The keywords are balance, reward, share, and ask. When this card appears, relationships take on a loving, balanced energy. Wow, what a synchronistic reading this is for you. You've worked hard to understand yourself and others, and now it's paying off. You're being rewarded for joy and fulfillment. If there is someone in your life who can benefit from what you've learned and around matters of the heart, or is there, with a question mark? Take some time to share your insight. Be careful, though. Don't try to solve people's problems. Just be a mentor. And also look for other ways that you can be of assistance to those around you. But be sure to give only what you can and no more. And that's interesting because you can give a lot more sometimes. I know that about you, Aries. And this is just saying it's beautiful, it's great, but it does kind of interfere with the whole, reciprocity I was talking about. It should be as balanced as possible. And therefore you allow that to continue on, that beautiful energy, that's continuous and always happening, It's just a simple little tip that will continue to bring you all the joy you need and deserve. So I love that for you. And the next oracle is, I brought out earlier this month because it just seemed to be fitting, and it is my Relax deck, and it's just some thoughts to consider, especially now in the remainder of the retrograde, just kind of reviewing and relaxing and retreating and kind of revisiting things and not feeling like you have to just push forward the second, but I know you want to, and I know there's a lot of signals saying that it's time. Give it certainly by the 20th if you can, and see what your message is. Ooh, I like this. This says, swim like a mermaid. All right, look at the beautiful mermaid and picture on front. We often feel trapped within the routines of our everyday lives. In order to achieve a true state of relaxation, we must make time for uninterrupted leisure. It's true, to really just stop and honestly just take in just breath and being, if nothing else, but set aside an hour a day or even one day a week if you can for your chosen leisure pursuit. Take all the necessary steps to ensure that you will not be called away or interrupted, and leave the telephone off the hook. Oh my gosh, these are old cards. Telephone off the hook. For those young ones out there, yes, we had telephones on a wall that we would, look it up on Google. Wow. Then let your spirit swim freely like the mermaid. Yeah, this is that time. This is the Piscean energy of going with the flow, and just like that watery part of us that's fluid and, changeable, adaptable, but just more peace and more allowing, very spiritual kind of, energy, to be honest. That's very Piscean. So yeah, just reminding you, I know you get very involved, you're hardworking, and I know you like your fun as well, though, so I don't think that'll be such a task for you. But I will finish this reading for you with your super attractor manifestation message. I call it the mantra or affirmation you can use through the day if you choose to, because it's just about feeling the life you want into reality. We all can do it. I think you do it a lot. And this is just a special one for you, Aries. Oh, I haven't seen this in a while. I love it. And your message is, my ability to receive is measured by how much I practice good feeling thoughts. And it's true. Like attracts like. You are an optimistic, positive person, even during the times that you feel frustrated and you blow up because you're fire and you're passionate. But yeah, that's the ticket right there. And there's those dragonflies for transformation and change, and it's coming. I feel it so strongly. I wish you incredible well-being in those endeavors, and your love and your life. And once again, appreciate you taking the time to stop in today. So take really good care of yourself. Come on back. I'll be here for you. And until then, happy Valentine's Day tomorrow. I'll be back. Bye for now.